game number 2 here, this triple header, three-headed monsters and the aliens on CBS Sports Network. Two-time NBA champion Shannon Brown. Now, reset of the rules. First of 50 wins have to win by 2. Be at halftime when one team scores 25. And keep in mind the 4-point shot. 2-0 aliens, and with the ball, Andre Owens leaned in with his shoulder against Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Shooting threes. He really wanted to try to use.
Well, how about this? 4-0 start for the aliens, and maybe Tiny Archibald seeing something. Ryan Hollins in for Greg Oden.
Quick early sub. Just try to give him a chance to think about it. Recalibrate a little bit.
Rashard Lewis gets the three-headed monsters on the board. Oden with 2 fouls. Some initial concern, if you pick up your third in the first half, you must sit until halftime. Hollins clearing a lot of space, and Andre Owens buries along too.
He's tough to contest his shot once he gets it above his head.
Now, looking pick and roll for Hollins that time, and Evans tiptoes, kept it in. Brandon Rush turned it over. Evans tucks it, drives, fouled by Rush, and Reggie Evans, as valuable as any player in the Big Three, is going to the line to shoot a 2-point shot.
Yeah, just the positioning defensively by both teams isn't very good right now, whether it's on the ball, going for shot fakes, drawing cheap fouls. There's not really much support help with the secondary defender.
So the three-headed monsters, starting 3 are out there. Aliens have made 2 substitutions. One-on-one, Evans swoops in, and the lefty hook shot. 39 years old, Reggie Evans. 13 NBA seasons as Rush steps up and buries it.
Brandon Rush is the guy I'm looking to have a big game today. I mean, he's got to get 20 points to help the aliens. Struggled from the field in game 1. And Brandon Rush loves to play golf, so he's got to make some birdies today. He's not going to get very mulligans there.
Maybe get up to Marion after this. Here in Philadelphia, Hollins breaks free of Evans and fist pumps all across the bench from the aliens. Tiny loves it. It's going the other way on the screen. Offensive foul, Rashard Lewis.
Tiny at practice on yesterday talked about Ryan Hollins playing more aggressive and more fierce around the basket. So they must have had a discussion about that before the game.
Hollins, the finish, stays in. Robert Vaden has come on for the first time. Didn't play last week. 3-pointer, got it. The aliens, a strong start, 14-6.
Hey, hello to Coach Cal. Obviously, we were competing against each other for 4 years in the SEC and had some battles. He came out on top a little bit more than I wanted, but he's done a really great job and just signed a long-term contract, Ed. Yeah, the game is a game of cycles, and you have to manage it whether you're in a low cycle or a high cycle. So right now, the aliens are playing some great basketball, but are they going to continue to do what's making them successful, or are they going to get careless with the basketball? But they're on fire right now.
Here's Trey Simmons off the dribble, and he drains it.
2 7-footers, so use your size.
Rush took it at Sanders.
Especially around the basket. Keep going, even if you miss your shot.
It's been a different story so far. Three-headed monsters maintain. 5 to shoot. Fouled. Shooting it. Trey Simmons. Counted. Trey Simmons never played the NBA. Part of the list of great guards to come from Seattle, Washington. And played a couple of years at Washington. Played in high school and college with Brandon Roy. Here's Vaden. And the rebound for Larry Sanders. Simmons, driving room, had an open layup. Sanders, tougher shot, but that does go.
I think it's going to be important if there's a missed shot to recognize if the ball hits the rim or not.
Sure that guys were ready and built a rebound for Simmons. Owens, great on-ball defense. Backdoor Simmons, denied by Brandon Rush.
You know, shoot contested 3-point shots, which this can be a bailout shot, or are you going to try to move the ball? Who can fight through fatigue right now is important.
Simmons gets it back, almost traveled with it, Avery, with Owens and Rush. On a switch, Owens against Evans, sets up Brandon Rush, fall-away jumper, good, and much needed after missing 7 straight shots.
Yes. Brandon Rush is a guy that we know can shoot the three-point shot, but defensively, he's really getting after it.
Evans took it right at Hollins, couldn't finish. This is for halftime. Rush drills it. Edge comes from Brown, that leaves Evans open. And Oden with the rebound. Oden, the only alien who has not scored so far in this second game.
It'll be pretty interesting if they can get Greg Oden established in the low post and if he's going to be able to finish.
On cue.
Great finish, good left hand.
Last week with 6 early points and the loss of the triplets. Owens step back over Chalmers, was a 2-point shot. So the three-headed monsters, Lewis, Chalmers, and Evans. Rashard Lewis, difficult shot, gets it over Shannon Brown. Doesn't want to give a certain player on the three-headed monsters that island to work with and make a comeback.
Right, absolutely. And try to force Oden to make passes off the dribble, because once he gets the ball in the paint, he's too tall, too strong versus Reggie Evans.
Lewis, Oden got a piece, and Brown's got it for the Aliens. A 10-2 run spanning halves. Look at Lewis fronting Oden. Room for Brown, the spin, almost. He's going to the line for a 2-point shot. The Shannon Brown to extend. Three-headed monsters, a bit of dry spell. Oden against Evans. Evans steps in, the steal. Another opportunity, the shake, leans in. Oden is called for the foul.
From the box, and he's not catching the ball, deep. So I think they're gonna have to think about doing something to get him more of a paint catch rather than him catching the ball, 12 feet from the basket instead of 6 feet from the basket.
Brandon Rush. You see Oden against Evans off the ball.
Great
Three
slip.
to shoot. Rush, no, but he's fouled coming down by Chalmers.
Slipped a middle pick and roll and ended up on the left side of the floor. That was great movement. You never know whether it's Greg Oden or Rush. And we talked about this earlier, Ed. These guys can help a lot of teams. 3-point range and let alone 4-point range. Ed, can I try a 4-point shot after the game, girl? I remember, I had a game against Allen Iverson. I think I had 24 points, but he had 45.
Guys, I've listened to the conversation, and by the way, Avery, you better stretch those hamstrings, man. That 4 feet to circle, 4-footer's a long ways away.
On twos on the line, it's better to just step back, 3 more steps and attempt a 3-point shot, a 4-point shot, rather than to shoot a long 2 with your foot on the line.
Last couple of trips. Owens, the spin, foul by Mahmoud.
Owens versus Mahmoud.
Head coach Avery Johnson, Brandon Tierney with you from Philadelphia. Andre Owens blocked away by Larry Sanders in a shot clock violation.
And great adjustment by Gary Payton. They understand that the aliens are going to continue to try to go at Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, but now he got the weak side help from Sanders.
Mahmoud, easy pass to the rim. Former number 3 pick in the 1990 NBA draft, 1 spot behind his head coach here in Big 3, Gary Payton. And the glove, of course, storied NBA career. And did win a title late in his NBA career with Miami in 2006. Maybe don't want to go too deep into that one. Mahmoud, no. Sanders, yes. And the three-headed monsters are back within 6. Ryan Hollins. And before it gets in, Hollins is wrapped up and Sanders is called for the foul.
Yeah. More creative. Maybe go try to throw a lob.
for the Aliens have come from the foul line. Brown, that's not for the field. Sanders, the rebound, and he is hit up high and fouled. Opposing last week, Larry Sanders.
He wasn't successful, but that sends a great message to your team.
Rashard Lewis creates some space and hits it over Brown. All of a sudden, the Aliens' lead has been whittled down to 4. They've missed their last 7 shots.
Searching for some offense. I think one of the things here is, you know, instead of setting the pick and roll, you have to slip and move. And even if you slip, you can slip into some sort of a screening action.
Evans wants it because of the smaller defender. Instead, it's Lewis. 2 Aliens on him. Evans can't get the board.
Now you just got to figure out where is the weaker of the defenders. That's the guy that we want to try to attack.
Owens, the spin and the finish over front rim.
Great job by the Aliens. They decided not to get Reggie Evans involved. I don't know if Brown can really beat Reggie Evans off the dribble.
Look at this matchup. Owens waiting to double. Evans and a foul called on Shannon Brown. Big man from Pensacola, Florida. 2 points for the three-headed monsters, and they're within striking distance, down by 6.
Reggie was telling me his oldest, one of his daughters is 6'2", and he said, "Coach, my daughter's taller than you."
And Rashard Lewis at the line completes a 3-point play. Don't forget Game 3 tonight on CBS Sports Network. Dr. J, Julius Erving back in Philadelphia with Tri-State against Philly's own Katino Mobley and the defending champion Power. Could do that. Kawhi Leonard won right now, but
that's just what we talked about, Ed. The three-headed monsters utilized another set to get the ball in bounds, and they got a free catch.
Evans can give the three-headed monsters the lead at the line. And just like that, Gary Payton's club is up by 1. Heads up play. Owens for 3. Rims out to Lewis.
Key is going to be who can get uncontested shots or get to the free throw line.
Lewis turns into one and buries it over Rush.
Terrific job of finishing in the paint. You'll see Gary Payton go back to that Rashard Lewis and try to milk it and force the Aliens to double team.
Rush short. Oden can save. Point game, three-headed monsters. Chalmers, Evans, Lewis out there.
The key is going to be for the Aliens. What are they going to do with their pick and roll coverage?
Lewis for the win. He's fouled. It doesn't matter. Three-headed monsters. Winners in Philly.
Wow. What a great pass. Catch and shoot by Rashard Lewis. And his drives to the basket set up that three-point shot. Defense went to sleep. Great shot by Rashard.
We talked about how unguardable this is. Boom!
14-0 run to end the game.
They finish it off, outscoring the Aliens 29-10. And Rashard Lewis saving the three-headed monsters.